नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय।
हरि ओम। व्योमकेशो महासेन जनकश्चारुविक्रमः रुद्रो भूतपतिस्थाणुः अहिर्बुध्न्यो दिगंबरः. This is the next shloka of the Shiva Ashtotra Shatanamavalihi. Vyomakeshaha. When we think of our form, one of the first things that comes to our mind is our hair. And so much time we spend in the hairstyling, trying to, many times we color the hair, sometimes we make it into different curls, or sometimes we flatten it out. Hair is a symbol of beauty for us. Vyomakeshaha means one who has space as his hair. In the specific form as Lord Shiva, we already saw his name is Jatadharaha, who has long jata. But Bhagwan is not to be restricted only to that particular form. In the Vishwarup of the Lord, when we consider this entire universe as an appearance of the divine, in that Vishwarup, space is the hair of the Lord. Our hair are visible, space is invisible. Our hair has color, has form, space has no color, no form. Our hair can be seen, can be touched, can be smelt. Space can't be seen, heard, tasted, smelt, or touched. Our hair gets affected by dust particles, air, water. It can get burnt by fire. But none of these four elements affect the space in any way. So when we say Bhagwan's hair is the space, it means first and foremost, Bhagwan himself is formless. The one who has a form will also have hair which has form. One whose hair itself is like space, which is formless, that indicates the nature of Bhagwan is formless. Second, the hair by itself is inert. It grows only when there is life in this body, when there is sentiency. And only when there is life in this body appears beautiful. Without the life, no matter what hairstyle, what color, what we do with the hair, there is no beauty to it. In the same way, space also by itself is just an element. It is the consciousness which enlivens the mind, which then projects the space. Bhagwan is that pure consciousness. And just like the space pervades everything, it is Akasha, Avakashatvat Akasha, that which accommodates everything. The Lord is the one who accommodates everything and everyone, all the beings. Even the most dangerous, most ferocious, and even those who are rejected, all are accommodated by the Lord. And yet the Lord remains unaffected, like space. As we grow, our hair color sometimes indicates the age also. And many times the hair fall off as we age. Space, when we say Bhagwan's hair is the space, means Bhagwan is timeless, eternal. And one more meaning of this name is to receive Gangaji, Bhagwan spread out his hair far and wide in space. So he is Vyomakesha. So that he could receive the Gangaji, and he completely held Gangaji in his jata. He curled up his hair. And then a small streak of that was let out for the well-being of the beings on the earth. Hence, he is Vyomakesha, who spread out his hair far and wide in the space to receive Gangaji. When we see the whole creation, so many different galaxies and many universes are held together in space. Though space by itself is formless, but it is that which has held all the forms together. Same way, Bhagwan himself is formless, but he is the one who enlivens all the forms. If we visualize the Vishwarupa Bhagwan, multiple universes, are all as though existing just in the space, which are the hair of the Lord. What must be that glorious form of the Lord then? The seven lokas above, seven lokas below, all those are held together in space. When we meditate on space, our mind becomes more and more subtler because space is the closest to consciousness. Though it is one of the five elements, it is the subtlest of the five elements, it is the closest because it cannot be seen, heard, tasted, smelt, or touched. It is very subtle. And that's why many Vedantic seekers meditate on space to make the mind subtler. Space is inert, space continuously changes, space is not there in the three periods of time. It is a product only of the mind. Consciousness is beyond all this. Consciousness is not inert, consciousness doesn't change. Consciousness is there in all three periods of time. So there's a difference between space and consciousness, no doubt. But when we meditate on the space, our mind becomes subtle and then we become capable of realizing the Shiva Tattva within us. So may the Lord help us to make our buddhi sharp and subtle to realize the formless absolute self. So through this name, we offer our salutations to that supreme, formless, eternal, absolute truth who is Shiva.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.